He's lived through all of Singapore's modern history. Born in 1934, Bill To owns this comic book store in a small part of the city.
Issue 1.
In his day, he was at the forefront of a changing Singapore. As an assistant superintendent of the police force, he was part of a team that saw colonial rulers leave and then fought communist ideology during the Cold War.
As a security officer, I had no doubt where we would get to where we are today, because I knew our former Prime Minister was capable of taking us to where we are.
That former Prime Minister was Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore's founding father, who retired from office and died earlier this year, but not before transforming the island nation from a small colonial beginning to one with a growing economy, flourishing tourism industry and a centre for international commerce. New shiny skyscrapers sit side by side with their predecessors. There is room for both in a country that is proud of its age, its history and achievements. Young and old are visiting museums and galleries and enjoying the shows on offer. The weather is not putting off the thousands who've decided to share the 50th anniversary of Singapore's independence.
It is looking to fulfill.
For some, like historian Jaya Ayadurani, remembering the past is a humbling experience.
The younger generation live in the first world state. They don't understand what we went through. We didn't have electricity, we didn't have safety. I came home one day being told at 8 years old that we were linked to the national grid, and it was electricity. And that's the kind of life we went through.
For many, the past cannot be forgotten. The death of Lee earlier this year and what he achieved during his tenure has led to speculation that a general election may be called in the coming months. An election that would determine the future direction that this island nation moves towards. Back at Bill's shop, he's proud of the medals he's earned for long service and dedication. He's one of many here who are eager to make sure history doesn't forget the sacrifices of so many during the Second World War and independence. So for now, they're happy to join the party. And of course, the colonial power that was alluded to in my report was called the United Kingdom. They're represented by Prince Andrew. And of course, after independence, Singapore was part of the Malay Federation that it was kicked out of. And the Malaysian Prime Minister, Najib Razak, is here, along with the Thai Prime Minister, the Indonesian Vice President, and Prime Ministers from New Zealand, Vice Prime Minister from Australia, as well as the Sultan of Brunei. The party and the parade continues for the next 3 hours, and we will be following events here to bring you the climax, which is apparently the largest, the best and the loudest firework display in the history of Singapore.
Sal, thank you very much for that update.